Hey guys, we're going to be going for another clear on Heavenly Flames Elite version, and we're going to be trying another 15 turn clear. Currently, at the time of this video, the passive bonus of tag units to deal bonus damage to Bahamut is still broken, so this is going to be very hard to do in 15 turns. But just like my first clear, I still believe we can get it done. So the point of this clear is to not bring Eurasia, Shadow, or your own copy of Lastwell Reagan. I got a lot of comments. What if I don't have these units? Who can I use instead? Well, we're going to show you. Now you'll notice I am bringing my own Lastwell Reagan. That should be a friend. This clear needs Neovision's Locke. I don't have my own Locke, so I'm bringing a friend Locke and my own Lastwell Reagan. If you have your own Locke but don't have Reagan, you can swap those out. You bring a friend Reagan and your own Locke, and this clear should work. And we're going to use Neovision's Terra to help chip in the missing damage. Thankfully, she doesn't mind the break bonus being missing because she doesn't have one anyway. Now, we are going to use Shoreline Fina and Daisy. I also got a lot of comments, what if I don't have Shoreline Fina and Daisy? But I have to bring her for this clear to make it work. And I did show a budget run without Shoreline Fina and Daisy if you need that. But for 15 turns, we kind of need our tank to be like self-sufficient and not need extra support. That kind of means only Fina and Daisy. Like Charlotte and all needs a little bit of help to tank this fight. Like they need more healing and they need more buffing, etc. But Shoreline Fina and Daisy can do it all by herself, so it's slot efficient for a 15 turn clear. But anyway, here's going to be the setup. So we're going to need Golem and Lakshmi on some unit. It doesn't matter what unit, but someone on the team needs Golem and Lakshmi for helping out. And then the rest of the gear the rest of the Espers aren't really super relevant. Just equip the best Espers for the best unit, like, for DPS, etc. So Shoreline Fina and Daisy in the base form are going to be some decent resistance to, well, I guess just water, light, and dark, because we're going to be staying almost the entire fight in the base form. We're only going to shift twice in the entire fight. So she's got lots of bulk. We gave her Pure Lotus to help with auto-buffing stats, as well as some passive healing with regeneration, to try to make her a little bit more self-sufficient. Shift form is dual-wielding weapons the boss is weak to, and she's got 350 water and ice resist. So we're going to shift on a water-ice turn later in the fight, and she's going to be too busy to actually cast any kind of mitigations, so we need her to just be immune to the damage that turn. So 350 unbuffed water and ice is fine, and we gave her... that's pretty much it. I would have liked to give her the Behemoth suit for the passive or the permanent beast mitigation, but I just couldn't fit it with the resist gear. So that's her setup. She doesn't need barrage or anything, but she does need, all that. The whole team needs confusion immunity as well. That's just standard for Bahamut. Realm is dual-wielding weapons the boss is weak to, which is Rod and Dagger, among other things. She's got really high hit points. We gave her Galbana Lilies and Phoenix Energy for some self-healing per turn, and we gave her the Barrage ability. She's going to be barraging, and she's going to be filling LB gauge and stat buffing, and that's mostly it. Yeah, mostly it. And Barrage for breaking the gauge. Oh, she's doing Rod and Peril too, duh. Charlotte and Physalis are going to be dual-wielding guns in the base forms. All that really matters. We gave them a bunch of Esper Fill. If you can fit it, you want 10 Esper Fill per turn, because we're going to want to summon 2 Espers back-to-back later in the fight. I don't have enough gear to do that, so I just have enough to hope I get it. But the backup plan, if we don't fill the Esper gauge in one single turn, we're going to use an elixir, because at one point we're going to heal the tank with Lakshmi after summoning Golem, but if we don't get Lakshmi ready on the next turn, we'll just use an elixir. It's fine. You're allowed to use 5 items in this fight. So here's her gear. Shift form, we are going to be dual-wielding elemental weapons and triple element chaining. Now, I mentioned this in my first video, and some people didn't really understand the reasoning. Tag chainers build the chain slower than spark chaining would, so multi-element weapons on your tag chainer is a good boost. We're going to be imbuing her with Holy, imperiling Holy with her own skill. We're going to be imperiling Fire with Locke. We're using a fire weapon. We're going to be imperiling Water with Locke, so we want a water weapon. So she's going to be chaining Water, Fire, and Holy, and all 3 will be in peril, so she's not taking a damage penalty. And that's going to build the chain faster and make that gap wider for easier to cap. Because if you're just single element chaining, the window of capping that single element tag chain is like 0.2 seconds at the very end for a max modifier. It's really, really hard to do. But triple element chaining is much easier. And for her damage, she's got 145 Beast, 295 Dragon. Neovision's Terra in the base form is using lots of auto limit. She's got 12 auto limit equipped, so she can get her LB. Oh, we don't have 12 auto limit. I actually took some off because we don't need Vermilion Flag, though, do we? We don't need that. Let's go ahead and fix this real quick. Fixing things on the fly is the best way to do it. That doesn't stack with what we already have equipped. Oh, my God. I should have come prepared. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give her a martial glove. It's fine. Now she has 12 auto limit equipped. There we go. So she can get her LB ready to go in the time we need it. She's got a permanent fire amplifier because we're not going to have time to boost her fire damage. We're not doing Terra's setup. To pop off more LBs in the burst phase, we're going to shift and we're going to cap. We're going to cap back to back. We're not going to do her rotation of power. Now, that's going to give us 2 of her LBs per shift phase and per break phase instead of 1 powerful. We're going to get 2 moderate LBs, and 2 moderate LBs are better than 1 single powered up LB. So it's more damage overall doing it that way. And we gave her barrage and dual wielding weak weapons for the base form. Shift form is just very classic Terra. You know, it's just all in for Terra. I've shown my Terra many times. But we are using 1 rod because it synergizes with Realm's Rod in Peril. And I wish I had Secure as STMR. I don't, so we're doing the best we can. And then my Lastwell Reagan, this would be the friend Lastwell Reagan. Base form, 12 auto limit, some mana regen. Again, another copy of Barrage. I know it's cheesy to have lots of Barrage copies. Most of you probably don't have multiple of these. It's from a 3-star unit. Hopefully you can just Moogle him if you're really serious about doing this fight today. And there's his gear. He's just mana regen, dual wielding, weak weapons, Barrage. Shift form, if I could ever shift, is using LB damage and capping. Now mine isn't as good as it could be. You know, if you could grab like an EX3 perfect geared Reagan, you'd be easier. Mine's okay-ish. 280 LB damage, 300 Dragon, 225 Beast. My LB damage went down because Terra stole my Sora STMR. And then this is the Locke we're going to be using. Angel built me one. You would build your own this way if you had one. Dual wielding daggers in the base form. We gave him Lion Emblem to help out on filling LB on downturns. Other than that, some autofill for Esper, some auto LB for LB, mana regen, etc. We don't really care about his stats. He's not dealing damage. Shift form, he's geared the exact same. And immune to confusion. Okay, enough talking. Let's give this fight a try. Oh, only 7.5 minutes of intro. That's not too bad. Okay, so once again, I've got a little turn chart of what I'm doing per turn. I'll post that in the video as well if this works. So turn 1, we're gonna shift Phasey, and we're gonna provoke, and we're gonna do her physical mitigation, Solar Veil. That's a like 80% physical mit. That's gonna help out surviving these physical attacks this turn. Terra on this turn is going to triple cast. We're going to unlock magic and do just Farraga twice. That's just to break the gauge a little bit. Lastwell Reagan is going to triple cast Gleam. We're not worried about damage really, so we're not like worried about chaining and all that. Locke is going to full break chain. Don't use his good break yet. We want to save that for the burst phase, and it won't be ready again if you do it too quickly. And we're going to rapid dagger. Faisal's Charlotte is just going to triple gauge break. Realm will go ahead, and yeah, we'll go ahead and barrage this turn on Realm. And we'll do these. Okay, so Phasey has 75% general mit, 80% physical mit, and a 100% defense buff right now. So she should be okay-ish on the, oh, Realm. You were so slow at barrage. What is going on here? Oh, Realm, you're going to be barraging so many times this fight. This is going to be a slow clear. Alright, so this shouldn't hurt Phasey too terribly bad, I hope. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. She's fine. And we're gonna Lakshmi next turn anyway, to top her off, just to be safe. Alright, so this turn, we're gonna go ahead and shift Phasey back, and instead of guarding, we're gonna re-raise this turn with Nereid's Kiss, and we're gonna Sexy Girl Summer for a big spirit boost. Terra is gonna go ahead and cross-summon Lakshmi this turn. Now, if your Esper gauge isn't filled, you could use an elixir on Shoreline Fiend and Daisy, or you could just hope that she doesn't need the healing. But we're going to go for full safety, and we're going to go ahead and summon Lakshmi to top her off. We're going to Gleam again 3 times with Lastwell. That gets his LB good to go for next turn. Locke will just triple Dagger Break, and we're going to triple Gauge Break with Fizelet as well. Realm on this turn is going to do double Masterpiece Sketch to fill LB gauge for people that need it. Yeah, Terra actually might have needed it, but we're fine. And then Realm will heal up again from regeneration as well as her auto heal at the start of the next turn. Here's the Atomic Ray. We didn't guard, but we have re-raise. We're good. The second one killed her, which is what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to use Shoreline Fina to cover and just go ahead and give herself a little bit of healing because she did take some damage. And she's got regeneration equipped from Pure Lotus, so she'll slowly heal up the damage again by the time she actually needs it. So we're going to get ready for bursting next turn. So we're going to Imperil Light and double Gauge Break. Realm will Barrage. What are we doing with Last Will Reagan this turn? Let's see. Terra is going to quadruple cast. We're going to refresh her magic buff with Unlock Magic, and make sure you level this up, guys. I know some of my Terra friends never leveled this skill because they're like, oh, I'm never going to use this. Well, you're using it today. And then we're going to triple hit Farega. That's just for dealing damage to the gauge, not really for damage to the boss itself. Last Will Reagan, this is my mistake. I should have done this before I attacked. Oh my god. We're going to Amplify, we're going to LB buff, and we're going to Killer buff. And I was supposed to do that before attacking because I wanted him to get the crystal drops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. We're going to hope that he gets enough crystals by next turn. Actually, he will because we've got Phasey. We're fine. We're fine. Locke is going to shift this turn. I've never used Locke before. We're going to imbue the team with his one charge of Magnus. We're going to Imperil with a 130 Imperil with his other Magnus, and then we're going to Blazing just to deal some damage to the gauge. Oh, I was supposed to use stupid Last Will Reagan's Amplify before hitting the boss and getting those crystals. Oh, he's going to be short. He's going to be short. We might be okay. We'll see. Let's go ahead and shift Locke back. And now we're going to Force Hunt. And we're going to Rapid Dagger twice. That's going to break the gauge. Gauge is broken. Lastwell doesn't have this freaking thing. Alright, Shoreline Fina. I want to do this after Lastwell LB. I guess we're going to have to do this before we LB. We're going to Shoreline Fina, and we're going to heal and Healing Ripples. First, we're going to Madeline with Terra. Yeah, and then we're going to use her. That fills up Lastwell Reagan. We're going to shift him and Darkness. We're going to shift Fizelet, and we're going to triple. We're going to Magnus and Cap twice. Okay, let's go ahead and do this first. Let's go ahead and chain. Cap that chain. The damage seems low, but we're okay for the moment. Okay, now we're going to use both the cooldowns on Realm. That did not fill up Lastwell Reagan. Okay. Realm is going to have to fill up Lastwell Reagan. So we're gonna triple. We're gonna Masterpiece twice and Flame Sketch. This is a little dicey. This is not. That really threw me off earlier. All right, we're gonna provoke and heal. We're gonna provoke and heal with Shoreline Fina and Daisy. We can reload this. We can now shift Terra and cap her LB as well. What are we doing with Locke? Locke is gonna full break and Aqua Edge twice, but not yet. We're gonna full break and Aqua Edge twice, but we're gonna wait for this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and send Terra first. We're gonna wait a little bit, then we're gonna send the Tag Chainers, and then we're gonna cap that chain. Not terrible, not terrible. And then use Locke. And I think if I triple cast Realm, yeah, we should be okay. We should be okay. So triple casting Realm is 30 plus 12 from Phasey is enough. We're okay. Last Reagan, we're good. We're going to have enough LB. We're fine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to LB with Locke. This is actually, we're not going to do that yet. We're gonna wait. Should we wait? Okay, first, no, we're gonna do Realm first. No, we're gonna do Locke first. We're gonna do Locke first. We're in the base form. Yeah, we're gonna LB with Locke for the 90% Spirit Break because the boss is coming out of or 90% Attack and Magic Break because the boss is coming out of Break phase this turn. He's gonna start dealing real damage again. We're gonna fill with Realm 3 times. It's not gonna be enough. But Phasey will finish us off. We're fine. And Phasey is going to LB fill and re-raise. So we're going to Healing Ripples. And this is the reason I had to bring Phasey, by the way. And we're going to re-raise Mitigation. And we're good. We are ready to pop off another LB. So we're going to chain 3 times with these. That was Tag Chain, right? Tag Chain. And I didn't level my Tag Chain with the free materials from the daily logins. I wish I had. I leveled her other skills. Alright, and then send and cap. And then Terra caps. Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight. Alright. Alright, turn 7. What are we doing? We are doing healing. We don't need healing, actually. We don't really need. We're gonna follow my plan. We're gonna heal and we're gonna resist mitigation. That was my plan. We're following the plan. All right. Realm is going to barrage. Terra is going to barrage. Last Reagan is going to barrage. Shift back to the base form and barrage. Barrage. And then shift back to the base form with Faisalit. We're going to triple gun break, and now we're just working on this this gauge for a long time. We're going to rapid dagger 3 times. All right, so this is going to be a single target light and dark attacks. We're using a bunch of resistance gear, or a resistance buff and such, so we should be okay here. Get them, Final Fantasy VI girls. Let's go. Break that gauge. All right. And the boss still has a 90% attack and magic break, so he's dealing, like, pitiful damage. Turn 8, we are doing a heal, and... I put all these heals in my rotation for Phasey. We don't even need a heal. We're going to adjust my rotation. We're going to cover, and we're going to Healing Ripples instead. We don't really need her health healing. Let's see. I'm going to adjust my chart. Because with that big break from Locke, we took like no damage. Okay, so turn 8, we're barraging with Terra and Realm. So get him. We're gauge breaking 3 times with these 2, and then last gen is barraging as well. We're just like breaking. We're just working on that gauge this turn. This is the gauge turn. And this is the reason I make this like big chart in advance, because I got so much going on in this fight. Like, trying to keep track of all these turns manually, I'd be lost. So yeah, I kind of make myself a little cheat sheet. So this is going to be a Giga Flare turn. We're not going to guard. I think we're going to be fine without guarding. We're going to provoke, and we're going to Sexy Girl Summer for a big spirit buff. We're going to... Now, we need to break the boss, though. So Locke is going to Force Hunt for a big attack and magic break. And then gauge twice. Let's see. Barrage, and 3 gauge breaks. Yeah, we're just working on that gauge. Let's go. So this is a Giga Flare turn. We should be fine, I think. We've got cover mitigation. We've got 250 spirit buff. We've got provoke mitigation. We've got 75% magic mitigation. This should be fine. A triple hit. It was a little painful, but it's alright. We're alright. Alright, turn 10, what are we doing? We are healing and re-raising. So we are healing and re-raising. We are barraging with Realm. Let's go ahead and start that. Terra is going to... Oh, I should have done this beforehand. Terra's going to Golem. Golem before you do Mirage, so the crystal drops help fill the Esper gauge. This is a physical turn, so we are going to gauge break 3 times on Faisalit, and then Locke as well. And we are barraging with last gen. Oh yeah, because of the crystal drops, we're definitely going to get the gauge filled again next turn, so we can Lakshmi. And this is the reason I want the Esper fill, so it's going to save me an elixir. And if your Esper gauge doesn't fill up next turn, you can use an elixir to heal the tank. Because we're going to take some physical hits here. It's not a ton of damage, but the turn after this one is Atomic Ray, and as we know, that's like the big major turn. And we're going to actually guard for this turn with Atomic Ray. We're going to go ahead and summon Lakshmi to top off the tank so she doesn't die, because we actually do have re-raise. So even if she did die, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. But we're going to Lakshmi. We're going to stick to the plan. And we're going to start getting ready a little bit. So we're going to shift our Lastful Reagan. We're going to amplify. We're going to killer buff. And we're going to imbue with his Magnus. Now, you might be wondering why you're doing this so early. Because we're getting dispelled soon anyway, so doing it now is not really a problem. And that allows me more turns to refill his mana, or his gauge, for his LB. So turn 11, we are doing a gauge break 3 times with Locke, as well as Faisalit. Realm is doing Barrage. I think we already had her on Barrage. And I should have done a round with Barrage before I started yapping and talking, because she's going to be doing this for a while. My bad. All right, turn. This is an Atomic Ray turn. I think we're going to be fine. Our Phasey's guarding. We've got all the mitigations up, and we've still got these Sexy Girl Summer Spirit buff up, so we should be okay. Oh yeah, we got all the mitigations up. We are good. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a tricky turn. No, it's not. No, it's not. We're fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Lastful Reagan. We're going to Limit Burst buff this turn. Then we're going to Tag Chain. And just re-imbue himself. Alright. We're going to shift Locke. I should have done this before I hit with the boss with him, but oh my god. We're going to Imperil with Phoenix Ray, and then we're going to double Blazing just to help break the gauge. Let's see. Terra is going to Barrage here. Realm is going to Rod Imperil with Would You Pose for a Portrait, and then just hit the boss with one of her attacks. We'll do the physical attack because why not? That's going to help break the gauge. We're going to shift Shoreline, Fina, and Daisy. We're going to... Let me think. Hold on. Faisalit is going to... I might change my order on the fly. So we're going to Imperil and double gauge break. This is risky. How much LB fill per turn is Lastful Reagan using in his shift form? 3.5? I think I can use Phasey this turn. We're going to try this. We're going to break the boss with Water Sphere Shot. There's no point to break the boss. We're going to hit the boss twice in her shift form with Radiant Summer. Okay, if Lastful Reagan doesn't get his LB, I'm going to feel super dumb. And we already drained all the crystals. Oh my god. He got it. We're good. That was... I'm going to have to adjust the turn a little bit on my chart. Okay, but I think we're okay now. So we're going to go back to the base form with Locke. We're going to Force Hunt, and then we're going to double gauge break and break that gauge. This is the Dispel turn, by the way, which sucks. Terra is going to LB for Madwin. We're already in shift form with Reagan, so we're gonna cap. We're gonna shift. We're gonna lose all our buffs this turn. Oh, it sucks. I wish I had leveled her stupid tag chain. Why don't they give us the crystals to level her skills? What are we doing now? We need Rod in Peril and... Not yet, not yet. Phasey, not yet. Okay, so we're going to tag chain and cap. Yeah, we're in the shift. We're going to tag chain and cap. We might be okay. We might be okay. Okay, so Realm is now going to... Oh, we have triple up. LB fill and double masterpiece. Oh, let me adjust my chart so when I publish this, y'all aren't like, what? I put Rod in Peril twice by accident. Whoopsies. But we're fine. We're fine. And everyone's good to go. Nice. And Phasey can just heal twice. Okay. This is a Dispel turn. Oh, it sucks. It really sucks. Alright. Phasey will now shift back to auto put up cover. We're going to imbue light elements, or at least element chaining, and we're going to re-raise just in case. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. We're going to be tag chaining this turn 3 times. We're going to be capping with an LB. We're going to be shifting Terra and capping with an LB. So we have to do Phasey first. We have to do Phasey first. So we're going to imbue, and we're going to re-raise in case the Earth attack kills Phasey. It's not going to. It really isn't. But just in case, we're going to do that. Yeah, and Realm's going to go last. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and send, tag chain, wait for the chain to build, send. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Okay, and Realm is gonna triple fill. Okay, triple fill. She healed up from her auto heal gear, and we're gonna use Locke to rally and cry to fill a little bit more. Okay, and now we're gonna. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We got this. I think. Let me think. Okay, let's rally and cry again with Locke. Oh, we're a little short. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let's fill. Let's do combat paint for a bigger attack and magic buff. Let's LB with Shoreline Fina for the Holy Amplify for Reagan. Oh man, we got it. We got it. If I don't mess this up. Got it. 15 turns with Terra and one last Reagan. That could have been a friend if I had my own Locke. That could have been a friend. 15 turns with Terra and one broken tag chainer. Let's go. That was nice. That was... I'm going to fix my chart, too. I had some turns where I planned it wrong and I adjusted on the fly. I'm going to fix my chart and upload this. Okay, so if you don't have any tag chainers of your own, but you do have Locke and Terra, you can get a 15-turn clear in today. Okay, boys, let's go. I'm going to upload this. I'll see you guys next time.